Welcome to Cognitive Pleasure. You've probably seen the headlines. Germany, for decades, the very model of post-war pacifism, is suddenly committing over 100 billion euros to its military. Now, this isn't just another budget increase. You have to understand this is a signal, a failure signal, from a deep underlying system. And that's what we're going to break down right now, what that system was, how it completely fell apart, and what's coming next.
So, to really get why this is happening, we have to look at the world that Germany's old model was built for. See, this massive spending, it's not a new strategy. It's a reaction to the total failure of an old one.
Okay, so for the better part of a century, Germany's entire national model was built on three big assumptions, really three pillars. The first one, security is someone else's problem. It's outsourced, mainly to the US. Hard power, that's Washington's headache. The second pillar, the idea that if we all trade with each other, especially with potential rivals, war just becomes, well, irrational, bad for business. And the third, that a world of rules, of international law and institutions would eventually replace the need for brute force.
Now, let's be really clear about this. This wasn't some high-minded moral choice. It was pure pragmatism. Germany didn't exactly choose peace. It's just that peace was cheap. And it was only cheap because a stable external system was holding everything together. It meant Germany didn't have to pay the full price for its own security.
So, what changed? Well, that external system, the one making peace so cheap, it started to fracture, quietly at first, and then all at once. Let's look at how each of those three pillars just collapsed, one by one. The first pillar to go was that American security guarantee. The US started looking elsewhere, right? Its strategic focus pivoted from Europe to Asia, and you add to that the political chaos back home, and suddenly those commitments, they don't look so solid anymore. The realization in Berlin must have been chilling. Security that can change with another country's election cycle isn't really security at all. Then there was the second pillar, interdependence. This was the big idea, right? That countries that are deeply tied together by trade just won't go to war. Well, look at this. Europe was trading heavily with Russia right up until the tanks rolled into Ukraine. The economic links were as deep as you could get, and it did absolutely nothing to stop the conflict. It's a really harsh lesson. The core idea was just wrong. Trade doesn't prevent war. Turns out, it might just delay it, and sometimes it even helps pay for it. And the third and final pillar? The belief in rules, in a rules-based order. The invasion of Ukraine taught a very brutal lesson here. International treaties, UN resolutions, all the moral outrage in the world, it's all meaningless without the real, credible threat of force. Because rules don't stop tanks, only costs do. Okay, so let's pause here, because this is the key shift. Those three pillars that made peace cheap for Germany, they've all silently crumbled. The outsourced security, the belief that trade prevents war, the trust in a world of rules, it's all gone. The entire foundation has just disintegrated. Now, this system collapsing is obviously a huge problem for all of Europe. But why is Germany so uniquely exposed by this? What puts it in this structural trap? While Germany's vulnerability is completely structural, for one, it has no nuclear deterrent of its own. Its entire economy is built on exports, which makes it incredibly sensitive to any global instability. Geographically, it's right in the center of Europe, so it can't just wall itself off from conflict. And then, of course, there's its own history, which makes any talk of militarization incredibly difficult. And this creates this massive paradox, doesn't it? The very country that built its whole modern identity on this idea of cheap peace is now the most exposed, precisely because that system has collapsed. So you have to understand, Germany isn't rearming because it wants to project power. It's rearming to avoid being the weak link on a continent that's suddenly very, very unstable. And it's really important to get this. This shift wasn't caused by just one event. The war in Ukraine, that was the spark, the accelerant, but it wasn't the cause. The real drivers are much deeper, systemic trends that have been building for years. Think about it. After the Cold War, we had this brief moment of American dominance, a unipolar world. But that's over. We're now in a multipolar world with multiple competing powers. And in this new environment, everything is a weapon. Supply chains are weapons. Energy is a weapon. The very nature of global competition has changed. Now, hold on to this idea, because it's crucial. In the old, stable system, being neutral was safe. It was a low-cost strategy. But when the system itself becomes unstable and competitive, Neutrality is no longer safe. In fact, it becomes incredibly expensive. Why? Because if you're neutral, you have to be strong enough to defend yourself all by yourself. So all of this external pressure is forcing a massive internal change. And we're not just talking about money for tanks and jets here. This goes way deeper. We're talking about a fundamental psychological shift happening inside Germany right now.
For 2, maybe 3 generations, the bedrock assumption in Germany was that a major war in Europe was, well, impossible, unthinkable. That assumption has been completely shattered. The new reality isn't that war is inevitable, it's that war is plausible. And a plausible threat demands a credible deterrent.
And this is such a critical distinction to make. Germany is crossing a psychological red line that it has deliberately, painstakingly avoided for over 75 years. This isn't something they want to do. It's happening because the risk of not doing it has finally become bigger than the risk of doing it. This is a choice born of pure necessity. So, what's the core takeaway here? Germany rearming doesn't mean war is right around the corner. What it really means is that an entire era, the post-Cold War era of a guaranteed, low-cost peace, is officially over. Peace now has a price tag again, and it looks like everyone is going to have to pay it. You see, Germany didn't just wake up one day and decide to spend more on defense. It woke up and found that the entire global system it had relied on for its security and prosperity had simply ceased to exist. So the question we should be asking isn't really, why is Germany rearming? The much bigger, more unsettling question is, what kind of world have we just entered where rearmament on this scale is once again considered the rational, necessary thing to do? Subscribe for more. This is Cognitive Pleasure.